So, welcome, Rob Knapp. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's an honor to me. You are very important for my career, for our enterprise. So, it's very good to have you here. So, let's start with some questions. How do you feel about the success of the book Supernova Advisors in other countries like Brazil?
How do I feel about the Supernova Advisor and how much it's being read in Brazil?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when I went to XP conference and I asked them how they found me, and they said, "Oh, Mr. Knapp or Mr. Rob, you are very famous in Brazil." And I said, "I'm not famous in Carmel, Indiana. How do you know me?" And they said, "Just a lot of people read the book," which is very flattering.
Yeah, it helped us a lot, and now we have two new books: the Supernova Multiplier and the Supernova Teams. What makes you have these other books 10 years after Supernova Advisors?
Yeah, it came from the fact that when I wrote the Supernova Advisor, it was sort of the story of how Supernova started. But I coached then for the next 10 years. I retired in 2006. I started Supernova Consulting in 2007, published a book in 2007, and then started. So in 2017, I had been coaching for 10 years. And I think in 2017, 18, I published the book Supernova Advisor. And it's really a story of people that had adopted Supernova as a best practice. So they had done the hard work of organizing themselves, segmenting their book, organizing themselves. And then what I was most interested in is what their success in growing their practice. Because somebody had told me, Rob Knapp's great at helping you get organized, and he's great at helping you segment your book, but come to me. I can teach you more about growing your practice. And I thought, that's not fair, because once you build a good practice, you should be able to grow it because you've got a good base to work from. And so I took the 7 strategies for growing your practice and wrote a story, several stories, in some cases, about each one of those strategies. So they're actually interviews with real people, and they're real stories on how do you use, for example, mastermind group, or how do you use centers of influence to grow your practice. And I thought that those interviews with actual words, they're the actual interviews, the people's words, the FA's words, on how they did it would be much more effective than me just simply telling a story. So I think I think it's very effective because people don't often, they don't always believe me, but if they hear it from a financial advisor, it has much more credibility.
Yes, I love these books. Gostou desse vídeo? Então quero fazer um convite para você conhecer mais da Apollo. Entre no site www.apolloinvestimentos.com.br/vencerapollo. Preencha o formulário que nós vamos bater um papo para você entender como a gente pode ajudar você a crescer e ser um assessor melhor, beleza? Valeu, pessoal. Um grande abraço.